Hello everyone, welcome to School Math Simplified, and we are continuing the chapter number 4, that is quadrilaterals, and the next topic is angles in quadrilateral. So let's start with the concept. Is it possible to construct a quadrilateral with three angles equals to 90 degree? That means if we have, say, we have a rectangle with us, right? This is a quadrilateral. They are asking if we have three angles, three 90-degree angles, one and this one. So the fourth angle will not be of 90. This is some other angle. So is it possible to construct such quadrilateral? So you might have observed through constructions that this is not possible. This may not possible, but why not? This is due to the general property of quadrilaterals. See, now you must know one thing. The thing that you must know is in triangle, you have the sum of all angles is 180, right? And here in quadrilateral, in any quadrilateral, a four-sided figure, four-sided polygon, a quadrilateral, the sum of all the angles is of 360 degree. This is a general property. And how it is 360? See, the demonstration is given here. Say this is SOME is any, sum is any quadrilateral. This is given to you. Fine. And a diagonal is constructed along SM so that the figure is divided into two triangles. Okay. And here in this triangle, this one SEM, the sum of all three angles 1, 2, 3 is 180. And in this triangle SOM, the sum is again 180. So when you added up both the sides, left hand side to left hand side, right hand side to right hand side, you will get that all the angles, the sum of all the angles will be of 360 degrees. So this is a general property in quadrilaterals that the all angles are giving the sum of 360 degrees. This is a thing to note, okay? This is important. Now, more quadrilateral with parallel opposite sides. So this is the next topic for us now. More quadrilaterals. So which more quadrilaterals except rectangles or square, right? So you know that rectangles are having parallel opposite sides, right? So are there quadrilaterals that have parallel opposite sides and that are not rectangles? So let's try to construct. I want to recall something for you. Like you have parallel lines AB and CD and two transversal lines are cutting them, right? So in this figure, this AD is parallel to BC and AB is parallel to CD, right? So a quadrilateral exists here with opposite parallel lines, and that quadrilateral is known as parallelogram. Yes, so this is our next topic. This is our next quadrilateral to study. This is parallelogram. Now, is a rectangle a parallelogram? This is very, very important question. Is a rectangle a parallelogram? Yes, indeed. It is a special kind of parallelogram because in rectangle we have opposite sides equal and parallel to each other. So yes, this is a parallel. It is satisfying the properties of parallelogram provided the angles are of 90 degrees. It is they are inclined at 90 degrees. So this makes it special, right? So yes, rectangle is a parallelogram, but it is a special of a kind. It is of a special kind. Yeah. So this is a Venn diagram. You must keep this in your mind that square is a special kind of rectangle and a rectangle is special kind of parallelogram. Clear? To understand the relationship of the sides and the angles of parallelogram, so there is a construction to understand more that the parallelogram is here. The adjacent sides are given 4 centimeter and 5 centimeter and one of the angle between is given 30. So with the help of ruler, you'll draw AB first, then with the help of protractor, you will draw the angle 30 degree. And you will place an arc of 5 centimeter from taking A as a center, right? So here, draw a line parallel to AB now. A line parallel to AB through D. Through D, a line should be drawn parallel to AB. Fine. And from the point B, taking B as a center, draw a mark of 5 centimeter again, 5 centimeter, and take that point C. Now join, obviously CD will be joined and you will get a required parallelogram. So this is showing that the opposite sides are equal and parallel to each other. Okay, opposite sides will be equal. So what about the angles now? So the next topic is about the angles of a parallelogram. So let's do it. Let's study. So this is leading us to the deduction number 6. What is the deduction? This is about the angles of a parallelogram. So what about the angles, right? So according to the construction that we have done in the previous page, ABCD is a parallelogram where AB is parallel to CD and AD is a transversal line. So you can look like this. It is looking like this because transversal concept will be cleared in your mind like this. Okay. So two lines are parallel and AD is a transversal line here. So if two lines are parallel and this angle is of 30 degree, this is of 30-degree angle, and you have learned a property. The property is sum of the interior angles, internal angles of the same side of transversal is 180 degree. This is what you know, okay? That means angle A and D. Angle A is 30 and angle D. They are they are summing up to 180 degree. When they are summing up to 180 degree, by putting angle A 30 degree, you will get angle D. What is angle D then? Angle D will be 150 degree. And similarly, AD is parallel to BC also because of this pair is also parallel to each other. And now CD will be the transversal line. Can you imagine that? It is like these two lines are parallel and this is the transversal line. This is like this now. Okay. So this angle and this angle, that means angle C and angle D again is summing up to 180 degree because they are the interior angles along the same side of transversal line. If this is 150 degree, so this will be 30 degree. And again, BC summing up to this will be 150 degree. So what is this leading us to? This is leading us, the opposite angles are equal to each other and adjacent angles are add up to 180 degrees. So there are two major properties that you must note, that is in a parallelogram the adjacent. What do you mean by firstly many students may have uh, doubt in adjacent sides. So if you are having any figure, any quadrilateral now, the angles made along the same side, they are called the adjacent angles. Clear? They are adjacent. That means adjacent pair मतलब इन दोनों का add 180 है. We have adding up to 180. Add of them is 180 and this angle and this angle opposite. They are called opposite angles. They are equal in parallelogram. In the case of parallelogram. Clear? Now what about the opposite angles? Will they be equal in all parallelogram? If yes, how can be so sure? So there's a little proof also. Yes, they are always equal in all the parallelograms. A general proof is given here. They have taken any arbitrary angle x. Take x. Okay. So this is angle x. Angle P and angle R is they are summing up to 180 degree, because PR is a transversal line. Clear? So this is X. So angle R will be 180 degree minus X. 180 degree minus X. This angle is 180 degree minus X. Now about angle A. Angle A, this one. What is angle A now? Okay. So angle R plus angle A, they are also summing up to 180 degree. This is 180 degree minus x plus angle A is equals to 180 degree. So angle A will be, see 180 will be cancelled and this x will be positive in the other side. So angle A will also be xc. So this is proved. Opposite angles are equal. And similarly, this angle. angle E will also be 180 degree minus x by the same property, the sum of all adjacent angles. Right? Yes, they are always equal. Now leading the deduction 7. What can we say about the sides of a parallelogram? Okay, they are parallel, there is no doubt. So what are they equal to each other? So let's do it with the help of congruences. So a demonstration is given here. ABCD is a parallelogram and it is divided into two triangles with the help of the diagonal BD, a green one and a pink one. ABD and CBD. Just look at here now. This angle is equals to this angle and opposite angle equals to this angle. Opposite angles are equal, this is sure. Why this angle equal to this one? See, if AD is parallel to BC, BD is a transversal line, so they are alternate interior. Why? Okay, and BD is a common side. So three parameters we have now. What are the three parameters? That is angle CBD equals to angle ADB, angle A equals to angle C, BD is common. Under these parameters and by AAS criterion, these are congruent. If they are congruent, then by CPCT, the opposite sides are equal to each other. That means the next major rule about the parallelogram is opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. So is it wrong to write ABD is congruent to CBD? Why? So from, there's nothing, ABD is congruent to CBD. Yes, CDB is the right one. ABD and CDB is the right thing. CDB. Note the CBD. Always fix about the thing. See, A is equal to C. If you tilt it, right? Other one is this. A, angle A equals to angle C. Okay? And whole angle D. If this is D equals to angle B. Okay? And this is B. This. And this will be ABD CDB. You know, this thing should be matched. The sequence should be matched in congruency. So this is completely wrong. Okay, you should be keep in mind. So now leading to the properties of parallelogram, just fix to these properties about parallelogram. First is opposite sides are parallel and equal, right? And about the angles, adjacent angles are add up to 180 degree and opposite angles are. Now about the diagonals of a parallelogram. So it is leading us to the reduction number 8. So what is the point of intersection of diagonals of parallelogram? So this is about, you can see here another demonstration is given to you. It is splitted into two triangles AOE and SOE. Just look at here now. AOE and SOY. Opposite sides are equal. This is one parameter. This angle equals to this angle, alternate interior angle. This one is equal to this one, alternate interior angle. So by ASA criterion, yes, they are congruent. And we can say that OA is equal to OY and OE is equal to OS. So by CPCT, if we are saying this, this means O is the midpoint. That means it is the diagonals bisects each other. This is a property number 4. This is a property number 4. Thing to remember. Fine. That's all. So there are four major properties about the parallelogram. First, opposite sides are equal, opposite angles are equal, right? Opposite sides are parallel also, right? And about the angles, about the adjacent angles are summing to 180 degree and opposite angles are equal, right? And the diagonals, yes, they bisect each other. This is the fourth one. So now quadrilaterals with equal side length. So now we are leading to the next quadrilateral, that is rhombus. Let's see how it is rhombus. So they have given a demonstration. Again, AB, two equal sides AD and AB. So this is AB, say any length, 5 centimeter. If this is 5 centimeter, take an angle 50 degree, and this is also 5 centimeter. Draw a line parallel to AB, okay, and from B, taking B as a center, draw an arc of 5 centimeter. Where they cut, it will be of angle, it will be of arc C, point C. So you will get that if all the side lengths are equal, you will be introduced with the next quadrilateral, that is known as rhombus. Rhombus is a quadrilateral which is having equal side lengths. About the angles, we will learn now in the reduction number 9 about the angles of rhombus. So see, game is a quadrilateral given here, GAME. In triangle GAE, okay, obviously all the sides are equal. That means if these two sides are equal, the angles will be equal. A will be equals to D and B will be equals to C. And A is a common part. So by CPCT, we can say that obviously they are congruent, and by CPCT, A is equals to B. They are also equal to each other. D is equals to C. You can say that. That means all the angles are equal. If they are equal, if A is equal to D is already given by CPCT, we are proving A is equal to B also. So A is equals to B is equal to C is equal to D. All the angles are equal here. Okay. So it is leading us that in a rhombus, opposite angles are equal to each other. Opposite angles are equal to each other. So if 50 is taken here, that means this is also 50. And if these two are equal, with the help of angle sum property, we will find out they are of 65 each. Okay. So the next one. As opposite sides are parallel, game is also a parallelogram. Yes, rhombus. In rhombus, if all the sides are equal and they are parallel, it is also a special kind of parallelogram because it holds the properties of parallelogram. And the adjacent angles of a rhombus also adds up to 180 and opposite angles are equal, right? Rhombus, angle A is equal to angle C, they are 50, BD are of 130 degree. So a rhombus is a parallelogram, rectangle is a parallelogram. So the Venn diagram is like this, it looks like this. So rectangle and rhombus, they are of their own kinds. Obviously, they are sharing some equal points also, and that will be square. And in parallelogram, obviously, they all are under the category of parallelogram. So the properties of rhombus are here. That is important to mark. The first property, all the sides are equal, opposite sides are parallel to each other, and adjacent angles are adding up to 180 degree and opposite angles are equal. So what about the diagonals now? The property number 4 indicates that the diagonals of a rhombus bisects each other, and the diagonals of a rhombus bisects its angles as well, as we have learned in the previous page. Okay. So deduction number 10 for today. This is the last deduction that we'll do today. That is, what can we say about the angles formed by the diagonals of a rhombus at the midpoints, at the point of an intersection? Here, see, we just need three parameters. The three parameters are, first is GE equals to ME. Okay. OE is common and OG equals to OM. So by SSS criterion, these two triangles are congruent to each other. Fine. If they are congruent to each other, that means by CPCT we can say this angle equals to this angle. By CPCT we can say this, they are both equal. If this is X and this is X and they are forming a linear pair also, that means angle X plus angle X is equals to 180 degree. 2X is equals to 180 degree. So X will be of 90 degree. If one is 90, the second one will be of 90, and similarly here also. Means the diagonal of rhombus intersect each other at 90 degrees. Right? So ending up today's lecture, revise all the concepts and deductions. Just note down the properties on a page so that it will be easy for you to understand the concepts. And in the next lecture, we will complete the figure it out. Next figure it out. Thank you. Thank you for watching.